let's say for good reasons or any other reasons, you no longer need this medication. What do you do with it? Now, for most of us, the common practice is to just open this, pour it down the drain, and flush it. What happens when you do that? Now, I'm sure you would have heard of AMR or antimicrobial resistance. What that simply means is, in crude terms, the creation of superbugs. So, the germs, bacteria, and all these things that cause diseases. When you expose them to antibiotics and whatever drugs you use unnecessarily, what happens, and again to put it in crude terms, is these germs get to train themselves with the medication and then become resistant to it. So when you take the drugs, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do anymore. And that's because when these things go down the drain, the treatment facilities do not usually have the ability to remove them at the treatment works. So they end up in the environment. I also don't know if you've heard of the feminization of male fish or transgendering of fish. Because of exposure to medications containing hormonal things, some male fishes are now beginning to present as female fish. That studies all across the world have shown that. Now, if that continues, it's possible we would get to a time where there will be no more fishes because that affects reproduction. The other aspect to this conversation is the cost of cleanup. Now, in some parts of the world, especially in the UK, I don't know of other parts of the world though, the cleanup of these chemicals and whatever goes down the drain will end up being paid for by you and I. So if you keep pouring this kind of things down the drain, the cost of cleanup goes up and the cost of your bill would eventually go up. So the long and short of what I'm saying is watch what goes down the drain, because what goes around oftentimes comes around either through your pocket or your health. That's it. Cheers.